So when I got into politics as a human relations commissioner, I used to rant at the mic. Our people need this and da-da-da. And I learned at the time, I'm talking to a wall. The system is already set up. Me thinking they gonna feel me, they never gonna feel me.
Right.
Ever.
No, I wasn't saying it like
We
that.
have to set up systems also.
I mean, to set up a system, what I'm saying is, to understand how the system works and how we can't penetrate it, you have to first infiltrate the system. You have to understand.
We've been trying to infiltrate the system
You have to
for 1,000 years.
No, but it's different though.
You said capital, but I gotta cut you off. You said capital in America is what started everything. How can we infiltrate a system when we the brokest people? And capital runs in the foundation of everything. We can't. We have to create our own system contrary to the system.
They created that. That's not.
Okay, I'll give you an example. We talked about schooling.
I'm already mentally rich. I'm already rich. They want what I have. I am. We are culture creators.
Right.
We have lost sight of what we are. We create. At the end of the day, we create. At the end of the day, everyone's doing what we are doing, whether they mean to or not.
Right.
They can't help it. We can't help it. But if we put focus on that, having control of that at all times,
I got a question. You right about we are the creators. Let's break this down. Like, we are the creators, right? So why are we at the bottom? We are the creators. Just like you spitting. You saying some real stuff. A black man, a white man, they're from us. You get what I'm saying? So we are the creators. Why we don't get that same respect? It's because, like I keep saying, I only brought that question up why you don't speak at schools because you put your credentials up there. You speak about the Ali family. You speak about the Jolu. And I just feel with them credentials, it should have been easy for you getting to school to talk to the kids. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. I just asked the question, do you do that? And I understand as a PR what he did. I'm saying with your credentials, you should be more trying to force into the schools and talk to the kids. And better these kids, because the kids is our future. And what you say is we are creators, as creators and kings that we are, and kings and queens that we are out here in this community. If we fell in and we speaking to people that's already considered kings, it's not going to better our race. Right. It's not going to better that. So to better our race is to sit back and talk to our youth. Our youth is our future. So you, it's a passing time that you need to go, I'm just saying, go out with your credentials that you got in the highest level.
Bro.
You somebody, but I'm saying like the tape that it's easier tape that you can go through just with your credentials. We can't cut through that tape. I know I can't. I've been to prison. And they'd be like, what you want to come to the school and talk about? But no, you already talked on a high stage to people and all the people you talked about. So that should be easy, especially in the Detroit schools. Especially.
I think people are very gonna be interested in hearing your music. And what I do here, we do on the podcast a lot. We bring artists on. We talk about music a little bit, just a little bit, because the music is still a puppet show. And I'm a rapper, and I'm willing to admit that it's still entertainment.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, where can people find you? You said Google you.
Yeah, you can find me on any streaming.
People's minds are short. You have to spit it out to them and tell them where can they find. Do you have any singles out? Any projects coming up? Any shows?
I got a single out right now. It's called Hype. World Soto. WURLSOTTO. Now you can find that on Tidal, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, whatever your preference is. Okay. It's on everything.
That's dope. That's dope.
Now,
I'm definitely.
But I want to share something live for you, and I want to share something live for your audience.
Okay.
Now this is the poem that I spoke for, and it was about water crisis going on in Detroit. Now, I don't know if you know...
Detroit or Flint?
Now, it's everything. It's everything. You gotta understand that the correlation that's going on in Detroit is the same things going on. Same things going down in Chicago. Same things that's going down in Flint. Same things that's going down in Gaza. You feel me? Everybody got a struggle. You feel me?
I hear you.
But nobody is focused on each other's struggles. We only focus on our own. But if everybody came together and had a support system, it would be something like activism. It would be like spoken word. It would be art. This poem is called Genocide, and it's titled Genocide.
I wanted to ask your PR question. And the times we cutting each other off will be edited. So you don't have to worry about you know what I mean? But as this PR, you got this young brother, he done did a lot of groundwork before he even came to you, the way it sounds like.
Yes.
as of now, where do you see the vision of taking him? Like when I say that, I thought of myself and said, well, I'm doing things in the community. I got this. I got my vision. I know where I'm going. Where do you see him at? Because he's doing great things.
I feel that I love a passionate client. I love a client that's passionate about his craft. You'd be surprised. What's his name that played Batman? The one that played the really good Batman. Gosh, I can't think of his name now. Anyway, Christopher Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Or Christian Bell. Christian Bell. He was known on set to be a focused, driven actor. He got his job done. That is what I see in World Sota.
Okay.
You know, and I like that. You know, I really like winners. I like to cultivate winners. I stack my deck with my clients. I'm known for it. I know how to pick a winning card. And it's so great to see others shine. And I have this weird thing, I guess it goes back to my parents one time said, when you get older, the joy of Christmas will be the gift giving.
Right.
And so, weirdly, I guess as I got older, I kind of OD'd on that idea. And I love building people. And I guess that's my art craft. Like I draw for God-given gift.
So right now, is there a main song that you believe in the most, that you pushing? You know, in this day and age, and it's been this word called single. You know, we're in the single era where, you know, that's like the main thing going on. Is there a song that you believe in the most that people could look up that'll represent your name, represent what you stand for, to where you don't have to explain? The song itself speaks for it.
Yeah, but it's not released.
Okay.
So I got a question.
I guess the main reason why I've been holding out on a lot of music is because I feel like it's so oversaturated that the second I put music out, and when it comes to business, when it comes to blogs, when it comes to getting interviews and stuff like that, once it's out, it's old content.
Right.
The second it's out, it's old content.
So,
because it's music releasing every
my
day.
question to both of y'all: what do you think about the viral being
viral?
I look at this day and age. Back in the day, they was taking artists who never even recorded. If you was dope rapping on the corner and somebody discovered you, somehow you can make it into the office of Def Jam and get a deal. Now they want you to have 1 million views before you can even sit down and talk with them. Do you struggle with that?
Now I feel like it's so desensitized because of the internet, because of how oversaturated it is, that it comes to a point where they want a product that's already ready. Right. They're not trying to do all that. They want a product that they can buy and it's going to sell like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why they can invest in these $1 million deals and things like that. But honestly, I'm not looking for any type of deal. That's per se.
I mean,
you know what I mean? There's one thing to have a business understanding where, you know, you give me the distribution I need. There's a percentage you get, and I keep, you know what I'm saying? Transaction, you know what I'm saying? But
so you want no
there's a lot of artists out here who really just don't have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They're just being pushed out there as artists, and they're puppets. You feel me? And that's a lot of what's going on.
So
but
you don't...
As stepping in as an artist, but also having an understanding of when going to school and doing business.
Right.
And making me realize what business school was just a bigger scheme itself. So I stepped out, and I'm going to do my own business. You know what I'm saying?
My question ties into
like
what you're saying. So in a game that's so oversaturated with music, you don't think it's opposite of what you're doing to say, everybody moving so fast, I'm gonna wait to drop whenever I choose to drop. You don't think at some point you can get forgot about?
It's not about just waiting. It's about timing. It's about watching what everybody's doing, not just locally, but nationally, internationally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though I'm not doing anything as to what everybody else thinks,
right,
doesn't mean I'm not aware of what's going on.
Right.
And honestly, I see what's going on. And right now, for me, trying to push my music the way it is, in the time it is when it comes to hip-hop, just a little bit longer.
Ypsilanti News in the world today is bigger than just entertainment.
Right.
You can come in here with a product. We're going to tie it into the world and politics and what's real, because we're trying to break curses and knock down barriers. You kept mentioning the spoken words you got.
Let's hear it.
The title of this poem is called Genocide. And it's about what's going on in society and what's going on around the world. Genocide. We see it every day.
Okay.
Oh, genocide. What will it take for you to realize that life is a continuous cycle, but to focus on affection of material things, but our soul is so vital. Obama used to be my only idol. Now society seems to be the only rival. Hoaxes, murders, and tax increase. How will the government keep the peace so is peace even on their mind? While our people die every day, who's next in line? Without the charity, who would tell? But we let injustice go on, only ourselves we fail. So we stand as one to fill up our wells, nothing broadcast because suburbs are finding well. So we stay chasing our tails, which have already been severed. If there's a switch for the rod problems, please reveal the lever. If it's true our fate isn't sealed forever, why can't our faith break these tethers? We allow. With time they wither. When time comes, we have leaders. For now, we have politicians speaking remorse, but they only skill fibers. Who don't respect human rights, too blinded by profit. They create this reality of prison, they'll die for it.
Amen.
They wage hate. We should be paid to live and wage love. It's time for action. One nation stays divided, we on fractions. Instead of collaborations better, we keep our factions. They don't see us as people of conscience, so they keep on taxing. So the prisons keep on max with our brothers who just hustling them racks in, all for some water. And that's all hard earned. But what lessons have we learned? Judges stop caring once the court has been adjourned. I'm blessed and I have this struggle, but I still make it my concern. To you?
Yes. We appreciate y'all tuning in on Ypsilanti News in the World Today. Shout out to our sponsors, Sidetrack Bar and Grill, Ace Coney Island, Arcorn USA, United Sons Business Solution, Rails Corner, One God Clothing. Shout out to my partner behind the camera, AJ the photographer, Flo Baby. We salute you. Man, I truly appreciate y'all coming out. Real, you got anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
And you know, straight from the hood, shout out to the people that's in the hood and through the struggle, baby.
Good politics.
You already know what it is.
Ypsilanti News in the World Today. We appreciate y'all. World Soto, Damon Campbell, PR, up-and-coming artist, motivational speaker, man. He engaging in the world and trying to make a change. We doing huge things. With our guests, we always ask them to come back.
We will be having you because me and bro will be doing a comedy poetry night coming up. We gonna be doing that because
we want our city to see what you really gonna do. Yeah, that's
you know that's what we gonna do, and that's how I'm gonna end it like that. See, I sneak him in there. I sneak stuff in there. Real
Appreciate
good.
y'all tuning in. Salute.
Salute.
Awesome.